Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Fred Meyer, and I'm giving another in a series of talks on Buddhist enlightenment. At this point, we're discussing stages on the path to enlightenment. Today, the stage that we're going to talk about is egolessness of other. With egolessness of self, we have seen the absence of self. Now we are going to see the absence of substantial reality in the world. In other words, through this insight, we are going to begin to see the world as unreal, illusory. It will take on a dreamlike quality. And this is because of having experienced egolessness of other. Now, when we talk about egolessness of other, really it occurs because of the loss of concept. We may think of concept as a sort of superficial concept, like labeling something good or something bad, or something that's helpful or not helpful, things like that. These are conceptual labels that we place on our experience. But there are some really very deep-seated concepts that we have that most people are not even aware of. And one of those is believing that this world is real, that it is deeply rooted in reality. And in fact, it isn't. This is, as I say, this is just another concept that we've been caught in. People who have progressed on the path to enlightenment obviously have talked about this sort of thing, egolessness of other. There's a slogan in Mahayana Buddhism that says, regard all dharmas as dreams. What that means is that we begin to regard everything that is occurring in our world as dreamlike. It's trying to get our mind in a situation where we can actually experience the world as dreamlike. By the way, I want to make a comment about me using the word experience while I'm talking about this. Enlightenment and everything I'm talking about is an experience. It's something that we feel, as much as we might feel fear or love or something like that. It's exactly like that. It's a feeling that we have. There are some who take issue with calling something, enlightenment an experience. And the reason why they take issue with it is because they think that when you use the term experience, it points to the fact that there is an experiencer of that experience. So they say, oh, it's not an experience. But enlightenment and a lot of these things that I'm talking about is an experience without an experiencer. And believe me, it is quite possible, in fact, it's a lot better in some way, to have experiences without an experiencer. So let's just keep that clear when I start talking about these things that we experience. So, we talked about the concept aspect of things, regard dharmas as dreams. There's also practices that are done in Vajrayana Buddhism, the 6 dharmas of Naropa, that are actual practices that one does to help us see the fact that this world is indeed unreal and dreamlike. Now, from my standpoint, I didn't see this. I didn't have this insight as a result of these practices. It came to me out of disappointment. And it was very sudden, just a really crushing disappointment. Happened very suddenly, off the wall, it came to me. And I just let everything go for a moment. And all attachment, because I was brokenhearted. I just let it all go. And what was there in the stead of all my attachment was an absence, just a complete absence, a nothingness was there. And from the moment that happened, from then on, when I looked at the world, from then on it was unreal. And in that instant that it happened, the world has never gone back to being real. Once you see this, the world never changes. You cannot make it change back to real or solidly existing once you see that. So that's another stage on the path to enlightenment, egolessness of other. And different ways that people have tried to experience that and how I experienced it myself. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have found these comments of help.